Okay, well, I don't know. This was kind of weird. It's saying come this way. I want to go in to see what it looks like anyway, because I mean, this is a pretty big, like, this is a state park. Like, wow. All right, let's go. Okay, sorry about the sun, but yeah, this park is wild. Like, they don't even have the souvenir shop in the same building. Like, it's a completely different building. This place is like, this is for real. This is cool. I'm liking this. So the trail that I want to take is apparently right behind me. All right, so this is where we are right here. You probably can't really see it, but this is where we are with the star. This is the trail that goes to wherever the waterfall is. And I think the waterfall is right here. All right, y'all, I'm here, and this trail at the Tyler State Park, by the way, that's the building there. That's insane. But this trail here is called the Whispering Pines Trail, and this is the trail that leads you to this right here. So number one, as you can see, look for the children's wading pool, rock waterfall, and whatever Beauchamp Springs. Yeah, developed by the Civilian Conservation Corp. And elevation 115 feet, so not bad. I got my water. Oh, they give you a little preview. It's actually kind of small, but yeah, I got water. I got protection. I think I'm good. So let's start this trail. All right, if there's a couple of things that I've learned since I started doing this is shoes, good shoes, are really important. The other thing that's important, watch out for spiders. I didn't run into one, I'm just saying. 3, keep clean water with you. Make sure you're hydrated before you go. And the last one, get all your B-rolls, all the extra stuff, get all that out of the way, because it gets old pretty quick. You know, I almost don't want to show this just because I think even if it's not massive, you know, they tried and
it is something you should come and see for yourself. But yeah, this is it. I'm hoping y'all can actually hear me up here. So it's actually pretty cool. They basically built like a reservoir and let it fill with water. And I mean, that's pretty much what it is. So this doesn't exist if there's no rain, basically, which is why the lady I was talking to said what she said. She said it just rained not too long ago, so should be pretty good. It's interesting. In case you're wondering, yeah, I think that is a carrot. Pretty sure that's a carrot. Well, this is pretty cool. My horizon's wonky right now. I think it's strange to me though how people come out to enjoy, you know, being outside, being in the wilderness, and they do stuff like this. Like who does that help? Now there's orange peels all over this place. Like, yeah, it'll degrade, which is fine, but like who does it help right now? Like, people want to come here and see the thing and take pictures, but yet we decide throwing our trash is the way to pretty it up. I don't know. So this is the other side of that. This is the pond, reservoir, whatever you want to call it. So it looks like water rolls in from here, and then as it comes down, I guess the CCC, whatever, they dug a trench here so it'll fill up and just kind of keep happening. But yeah, if it doesn't rain and it dries up, there's no water going over that waterfall, so that's it. It's absolutely stunning out here though. Look at these berries. I gotta send this to my wife. She likes foraging and stuff like that, so. Oh, actually seems to be this part of the trail is blocked off, unfortunately. So won't be able to use that. Gotta keep trekking. You know, I gotta be honest. The last park that I was at, oh man, where was it? Cooper? I think it was Cooper Lake. It wasn't great. The hike was kind of boring, mostly flat, which there may be some better hikes that I just don't know about. But this one so far, this is beautiful, man. There's so many trees and the leaves and the beauty berries. Whoop, sorry. Look at that. Beauty berries. Apparently my wife knows what these are. That's so cool. All right, y'all, that's it. That's the end of this trail. It's pretty good, pretty short. Quite a bit of up and down, but I think as far as making it fun, this was actually really fun. I really enjoyed it. It's quick, not too far of a walk for kids, so I'd recommend that. Yeah, Whispering Pines Trail. Yeah, good spot. Oh my goodness, the elevation on this place.
Here it is. Yeah, so not too far, maybe like a minute down, is the day use area, and it looks pretty cool. They have a wacky inflatable dude. I don't know what you call these people. The inflatamans, whatever. The inflatable people. Yeah.
There's the lake. This is like the main area. I'm gonna come to this in a second. Actually, I think they're about to close, so let's see. Saturday, 4:30. Yeah, it is almost 4 o'clock, so I'll go in here in a minute. That's cool. Little Santa Claus opens the door. Swim at your own risk. Shallow water, do not dive. Man, this is nice. I like this. Wow. That's the spot I wish I could have been in. Right next to the lake. But that's also the spot that has the most people, as you can see. So unfortunately, I didn't get to get there. But look at this place. So like serene.
Man, my wife called me and I'm like, I am about to get off of this phone because there are some really cool views at this park. Like, man, it is so beautiful, just surrounded by trees. And they're not small trees, like they're massive pine trees. Just all the wilderness. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, I don't want to speak too soon. I really don't. But so far, out of 3, this is 1. Absolutely. This is absolutely number 1. So apparently there's an overlook here and more day use area. So I want to come and see what's this area about. Let's see. Well, the overlook's kind of boring. Meh. Okay. So Tyler State Park, Lakeshore Trail. So this is a part of the Lakeshore. Okay. So technically this is the one that I want to do. I want to go all around the lake. I guess I'd have to go through the day use area here, but there should be some kind of connection. One day I do want to get an SUV, just because, I mean, like, look at this. That's a lot of stuff. There's basically no room for anyone else. And, I mean, I got my wife an SUV, and that's her daily driver. But for myself, you know, if I ever want to go out and camp and stuff, and, you know, my wife and the kids want to do something on the weekend, unfortunately, this is the car that I have to take. So, yeah, there's water, there's the fire pit, here's where my tent will be set up, the little picnic area where I can sit down and eat and put all my other stuff. Yeah, that's basically it. It's not a whole lot else. It's a basic site. So anyway, I'm gonna hush and start getting my stuff set up. I guess I can put the tent up first before it gets dark.
Normally, this tent comes with like the regular basic tent stakes, but I went to Academy and I got some upgraded ones, a little bit longer. They have more surface area. They actually stick a lot better. I don't need them tonight. I don't think there's going to be any heightened amount of wind, but they're here anyway. Yes. You know, I gotta say, for a cheap Amazon tent, this thing works pretty well. Sets up pretty easy. From what I remember, I mean, it wasn't, freezing that night, but sleeps pretty warm too, as long as you put the cover on it, of course. Time to start my arch nemesis of camping, campfire. Let's see if we can get things going here with this fire. I'm gonna see if I can just start it on my own without using a fire starter. Um, Maybe I'm using this wrong. Maybe I'm using this wrong. It always takes something special, unfortunately, but that's fine. Okay, so I got my fire going. It's not a massive fire, but I mean, it's there. But yeah, I'm about to start cooking. Got some burgers, and yeah, gonna eat dinner and just sit back and relax. All right, got burgers. Throw this one in the pan. Yeah, they are pre-packaged, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, so just to keep this simple, I'm just gonna cook one burger at a time, and then I'm gonna make the green beans at the end, and then got a little bit of a surprise. Wife got some cookies, so I'm gonna make the cookies in one of these pans at some point. All right, so this is burger number 1. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this before it gets cold and cook the other one. Whew, that was delicious. I'm ready for the next one, but we gotta wait till it's done. So, oops, a little too much seasoning, but that's fine. A raccoon just came into my camp and took some of my stuff. Misconceptions in the public. Look at it. Are you kidding me? There are so many raccoons out here. You can't see me because I'm on the other side of the thing here, but that is insane how many of them it is. There's at least like, I don't know, like there's like 8 of them over here. That's crazy. And they're all just waiting to steal. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm about to put my stuff up here in a bit. That's insane how many it is. Wow. All right. Yeah, before I go to bed, everything is going in the tent or the car. Okay, so I'm about to pack all of my stuff and put it in the car. I definitely don't want a bunch of raccoons going in my cooler and all my other stuff. So just to make sure they stay away. And basically when you do this, it seems to make them leave. So yeah, I'm gonna put my stuff up and then just chill out. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's enough excitement for one night. It's time to get on in here, button it down. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do what I did last time, which is leave my shoes out, or because potentially a raccoon will decide that what's mine is actually theirs. It's a little cold. I think right now it's 40, 48. I think that's what my little thermometer outside said. So I'm slightly disappointed in myself because I ended up forgetting the piece that I needed to go to this. So I'm basically testing out this heater right here, right? This little heater. And what was supposed to happen is I had a thermometer that would connect to it so that when it got, whatever degrees in here, it would automatically shut off. Unfortunately, I was cleaning out the car and I guess I left it. So since I don't have it, I don't have too much of a choice here. So basically, I'm turning it on just for a little bit, just to kind of warm it up in here. All right, so with the thermometer, it's 47 degrees outside. All right, so I'll let that run for a bit. Looks like it took my battery bank down to 88%. It was at 100. And I think it ran for, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 minutes, something like that. It's like a 400 watt-ish heater. And I figured I'd just bring it just, in case. You want to be comfortable, at least in the beginning. Like, make yourself as comfortable as possible so that you actually enjoy this stuff. But yeah, looks like we bumped up to 60, 62 degrees. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, 62 degrees.
and it's kind of rapidly cooling off. Like I can already feel the cool air coming in. But overall, I think this is most likely gonna be it for the night. Um, got my bread dough for in the morning. Just gonna sit that over there and let it do its thing. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna write a little bit, and I've been reading this book, 100 most asked questions about God in the Bible, and I haven't gotten too far into it, but seemed pretty good. Answers seem pretty good as well. Yeah, I'm already a man of faith, but I figured why not actually look into questions that people are asking, just in case someone asks me and I can actually answer it. So I ended up getting this from a coworker. This was a gift that she got for her husband. Unfortunately, he passed away, and I guess she was going through some of his stuff to, you know, what happens after people pass away. And, she said that she didn't want to like throw it away or whatever, so she wanted to give it to someone who would use it. But yeah, with that said, um, temperatures dropped to 59. 65 was the max, so I guess it got a little bit warmer. But either way, I'm gonna go ahead and read, shut this down, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the morning.
Morning. So here's the weird part. I got really hot last night, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. So I took off my pullover, and now that I'm looking at this, it makes so much sense. It's apparently 69 degrees inside this tent. I think it's 50 something outside, so that's kind of crazy. So if you button this thing up, it'll actually get pretty warm. I will say, I figured it would get humid or like a bunch of condensation. It's not really. I mean, everything metal has a bunch of condensation on it, but for the most part, it's pretty decent. So I'll say for this tent, calling it all weather, or I'm sorry, all season, it's pretty accurate. Seems, I mean, 70 degrees, 69 degrees, whatever, and the temperature outside is in the 50s. So I mean, yeah. So actually, let's see. I'm gonna go out because I gotta use the bathroom anyway, and I'm gonna sit this outside and see what it actually is. That's better. Yeah. So basically, I'm just gonna do what I normally do in the morning. wake up and read a couple passages in the Bible, do my morning prayer, and then, get ready for the day. So let's do that. So I read this passage several times. It's when Jesus feeds the 5,000. And it is so strange to me because this one part of it, I could just never figure out. Like he's sitting there, the disciples are telling him, hey, we're out in, this desert or desolate place, and, send the crowd away so they can go and get food and a place to stay for the night. And his response is just so straightforward. You give them something to eat. And I don't know, I'm sitting here, and as I'm sitting and I'm thinking about it, it kind of comes to me when people come to see you, right? You're the reason that they're coming. You give them provision, right? They came out, you're the host. And, Jesus is the Lord of hosts. So being able to feed these people, out in the desert, basically, it just kind of parallels to Exodus when the people were hungry, and was it the manna fell from the sky so they could be fed? And he's like, he didn't have them go and try to find food on their own. He provided them with food. And I don't know, it paralleled with that. And then it's like, yeah, you feed them. They came out here. You have the gift of being the host, or the hosts, to the disciples. Like, you feed them. And then, sit them down in, groups of 50. I don't really know the significance of that, but at the end of it, it says, and they all ate and were satisfied, and what was left over was picked up, 12 baskets of broken pieces. That is significant because there's 12 tribes of the Israelites. There's 12 leaders of those tribes. Everything that happened with them, over this time period, basically, breaking the covenant. And now Jesus is coming back and he's restoring that covenant. And so having 12 baskets of broken pieces left over, like, that's pretty significant because those broken pieces have been collected into these baskets, and they're being held by these disciples. I don't know. It was just pretty interesting. I'm sure there's some scholarly person that could potentially, connect something a little bit more. But I mean, for me at least, that's pretty significant. So, okay, looks like we got 59 degrees, and that's about where it's at. Probably about where it's gonna stay. But I'm gonna try to find this trail. There's a trail that goes around the lake. I want to go around it, come back and make breakfast. It's like a mile, and if I walk pretty quickly, I should be back pretty quickly. Then I can get breakfast made and get out of here. know. We get into that part of the trail where it's like you gotta start ducking and dodging. Ugh. And I'm keeping this out in front of me because there's been a lot of spider webs. Now there was a lady who came jogging through here. Apparently she was shorter than me and didn't knock these down. Okay. My trail kind of ends. Where do I go? I think at this point, if I want to make it back with enough time to eat breakfast and get showered up, I gotta stop playing around with the camera. So I'm gonna put you guys down, and unless something happens, see y'all when we get back. Okay, so I am basically at the end of the trail. That was good. That was very enjoyable, very beautiful trail. 10 out of 10 would recommend, besides this one part, and that part I didn't like. It's you basically have to go through the RV park in order to complete the trail, which I don't think is good, but hey, it's part of it, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, this thing here is supposed to be a fire starter. It smells like a candle. It actually smells really nice, but I guess we'll start it up and see what happens. Okay, so while I'm not completely finished packing up, it's already 9 o'clock, so I'm late as it is, but I'm trying out this campfire coffee. It's something that I picked up from the gift shop yesterday. Figured I'd try it out and see. That's a bite. All right, people, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. Honey butter bread time. There's something, like, we've made this at home. There's something different about out here. Like, I don't know, man. There's something different. This was a really good campsite. Really enjoyed it, minus the raccoons. There's somebody hiking down there, hiking the trail. But yeah, really enjoyed it. It's really good space, really good spot, but it's time to go. All right, y'all. This was absolutely fantastic.
one of the best state parks that I've been to, and I definitely want to come back. I've never really had the like I want to fish feeling, but I definitely want to fish at this place. Rent one of the little boats, go out on the water, and just, you know, enjoy my time. But for now, I gotta get cleaned up, so let's get in here, hop in the shower, and call it a day. So I gotta say, it's really awkward. Like, I like being clean, right? Like, I mean, I've in the military, there's been times where I've been out and, you know, you couldn't wash or bathe or whatever for a couple of days. I've definitely been in that situation, but it's weird when you come into this in the mindset that you're going to be able to shower before you leave. And that turns out to be completely not true, because the water's too cold. So, you know, you do what you can, you know, keeping the minimal amount of body parts out of the cold water. But overall, it's fine. No big deal. It'll do till I get home. And I got a little bit of a drive from here. So, but overall, man, this is a great place. That's another trailhead I didn't realize yesterday. But yeah, it's a great place. I'm gonna let the folks at the spot know. But yeah, great place. All right, so I'm gonna go get my stamp, and I don't know, I might get a hoodie. We'll see. And some snacks. All right, we got it. Tyler State Park stamp. And Tyler's is blue. Everyone else has been red. Not that changes anything, but it is what it is. All right, so let me mark my notes, what day I came and all that good stuff, and then we can get going. And there it is. Gotta say bye. Bye to Tyler State Park.